Living a way to consume information. That's my question. It's not just at 45. So, is that over? It's not what we call its answer. There you go. So, it's different time. So that one is very deep. Trying to figure out what trying to figure out what to commit to bring it to points and how it points. Don't answer cards. Just taking a break. Uh, yeah. I'm thinking. So I was and I think you should be able to integrate that because you make the principles.
Happy birthday, dear Tony. Happy birthday, dear Tony.
This is my house. You'll be okay. You can start.
No, Mr. Kim. You have gone too far this time. This is my wife here.
Happy birthday, dear Tony.
Okay, send you the reply. And it's
We have started. We are live.
Okay. So hi Jessica.
Hi, good morning,
Welcome
Karen.
to Diary of a Nutritionist. You're the first one of many nutritionists I'm hoping to have conversations with. And
Okay.
the theme of around our field of nutrition and the fact that most of our colleagues step out of our field for various
Mm,
challenges, and
mm.
we are a needed bunch. Kuna vitu mingi, we have noticed that there's a lot of problems that are related to nutrition, but the services are either not known by people, not appreciated by people.
We have started. We are live.
Okay. So hi Jessica.
Hi, good morning,
Welcome
Karen.
to Diary of a Nutritionist. You're the first one of many nutritionists I'm hoping to have conversations with. And
Okay.
the theme of our conversation is centered around our field of nutrition and the fact that most of our colleagues step out of our field for various
Mm,
challenges, and
mm.
we are a needed bunch. Kuna vitu mingi, we have noticed that there's a lot of problems that are related to nutrition, but the services are either not known by people, not appreciated by people, being practiced by people who have not been certified. So there's various challenges in our field, and I would want to hear in your voice what you feel
Mm.
like is your story. So how we will go about this is, I will ask you a few questions and we will take it from there. So we'll start
All
with,
right.
tell us who you are.
Okay. So my name's Jessica Wanjuko. I'm a mother of two and a wife of one. I'm the founder of Malkiad Nutrition. or rather the co-founder of Malkia Nutrition. I'm a licensed nutritionist and I've been practicing since 2019. That's when I got my practicing license. So since 2019, we've I in 2019 I finished my internship with Kenya Nutritionist and Dietitians Institute. Then I went directly and launched my company, Malkia Nutrition. So last year we turned 3 years. This is our fourth year in practice. Yeah. So our offices in Westlands, at Occidental Plaza, and we have a team of we have 3 interns and 3 directors, so we are 6. Yeah, 3 interns and 3 directors, and I'm the practicing nutritionist or the head nutritionist. We have a psychologist and a data scientist. Those are the founders, and they form the basis or the pillars of Malkia because we have different aspects other than nutrition consultancy. Yeah.
Okay. So you said you formed officially, or rather you became a nutritionist certified in 2019.
Yes.
Prior to that, was this something that is it a dream you had to always be a nutritionist, or how did you end up finding yourself in this field of nutrition?
Okay. So let's go back to high school. I didn't
Yeah.
necessarily think of being a nutritionist, but at that time when I was almost clearing my high school, my mom had this, she had about nutrition consultancy. So personally, I wanted to be an engineer, electrical engineer. But around that time, she had about nutrition, and she told me, don't fill your papers while in school. The campus, the job, it was job back then. Right now, it's called something else. Don't fill them while in school. Come with the papers, then we'll fill them after you get your results. So that's what I did. I picked my papers, and once the results were out around February, it's when I applied. So I knew I wanted to come to the University of Nairobi, but I didn't know. I was a bit fluid on which course. So I applied for different engineering courses. Of course, the topmost was University of Nairobi. Then the fourth, which was literally the sixth option, was nutrition. And as fate would have it, or as God would have it, that's what I was awarded. That's what I was awarded. And we came we came to the entry grades were really high, so they convinced us that it was a good course. And so I kind of had peace to pursue the course. And after I registered, I didn't try to change it again, but my colleagues tried to change a lot. So I didn't try to change it after I registered. So I did my 4 years. At some point, I think from second year, I started enjoying it. I started enjoying it, and I also realized it's a lot of the things that my mom used to tell me. She is or was a biology teacher. She is a biology
Ah,
teacher because you don't treat, even when you retire, you don't lose the skills. So she loved
yeah.
biology and chemistry. So she had told me a lot about the human body and all those things in an advanced level, more advanced than high school, than what we. So when I came to nutrition, and then we started doing anatomy, we did zoology and other courses, I started getting excited about it. And I felt like, yeah, it's something I can do. What I didn't know is that I would practice as a private practice practitioner.
Yeah.
So, like in when first year, second year, even that year, I didn't know. But I did my internship, my what is it called, attachment in a hospital, and that's when I realized I don't think hospital would be the best pathway for me. I'm very limited in what I can practice and how I can advise clients. So I realized private practice might be the best way. But again, I didn't know how to go about setting up a private practice until I did my internships. During my internship, we had a meeting with the director. We had a meeting with the director of KNDI, and that's where he told us about all the opportunities that you can do as a nutritionist, from diet therapy in big hotels, food processing, private consultation, so many things. So that's where I started now conceptualizing the idea of private practice. That was in 2019. So by the time I was finishing, I chose to do my internship in food science and nutrition as opposed to
Okay.
clinical nutrition, because I wanted
Nutrition.
to diversify. Yeah, because my attachment was in clinical, so I wanted to diversify and see what else is in food science nutrition. So after I finished my internship, I decided to register as a private practice practitioner for clinical consultation, but then I signed up for my master's in food science and technology. So I developed a love for food science nutrition. You get? So I
Yes.
practice as a consulting nutritionist, but I still want to do more in food science, research and the like. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So just
Mm-hmm.
as a side, because you have mentioned working with KNDI in your whole process, um, I know there's a cohort of nutritionists who came earlier before us, before KNDI was formed, and they didn't have to go through the process of being certified, doing the test, or having internships.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you would be, how do you feel that having KNDI has made us better as a field of nutrition, or has it really made it better, or has it made it fill in the blanks?
Okay. I would say KNDI has made our practice better, even in the hospitals, because we are now recognized. When I did my attachment, I did it in a I'd say a good place, in a good hospital. I was at Kikuyu PCA hospital. It has better standards. But in public hospitals, you find that nutrition is not as valued, such that you're not even invited to ward rounds. You're not invited to patient consultations by specialists, right? But with
Yeah.
KNDI, with them placing interns in the hospitals, now the medics are seeing the value of having a nutritionist for their patient consultations and their ward rounds. Because what I learned during my attachment is that nurses used to do a lot of what nutritionists should do.
Yeah.
That's why there wasn't a need for nutritionists. But now, when I said our hospital, even back then in 2015, acknowledged nutritionists. So when we would go for the ward rounds, you were supposed to have the patient history, just like any other medic, and
Yeah.
you were supposed to have taken the weight, the height, their BMI, because the medication that would be prescribed for this patient was dependent on their weight, on their eating habits,
And their nutrition
on
status,
their
yes.
yes, on their nutritional status. Also, if it was entero, the feeds, if they were
Yes.
doing entero feeds, you had to know the composition of that entero feed before it is prescribed to the patient, to know whether
Yeah.
it's high protein, whether it's going to be helping that patient recover or achieve the
The
outcome that
outcomes.
the
Yeah.
medics or the specialists, what the
Are
specialists want.
looking.
So
Mm.
I understood the value of nutrition um, consultation even in the hospital, but I also saw the limitations. So I would say KNDI has really helped, because by placing people in different hospitals, whether level 4, level 5, even level 3, if you know the national hospital at Kenyatta, the other teaching hospitals, Kenyatta Teaching Hospital, um, I can't remember all of them, but placing interns in those hospitals is helping the medics to appreciate the value of a
Of
nutritionist, and even the
nutrition.
hospital management. Yeah, the hospital management to also set up a nutrition office or center. And then what also something that we used to do at Kikuyu is that we would have clinics for diabetic patients, for hypertensive patients, for patients with kidney issues, and talk to them about diet therapy, about the interaction of food and medicine and all that. If it weren't for KNDI, I couldn't have done that. I couldn't have seen that in practice. And I'm hoping more people are taking the internships. I don't know. Our year we kind of did. I think more than 50% of us did our internships. But I think now because KNDI is much more stricter, more people are doing their internships.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have focused on the earlier bit of your journey towards becoming a nutritionist. So at Malaika
Mm-hmm.
Nutrition, what do you guys do? You mentioned
Yeah.
there's a nutritionist, a data scientist, and a therapist, a psychologist, right?
Psychologist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what services do you offer? What products do you provide? How can people get this? Just take us through a day at Malaika Nutrition.
Malkia Nutrition. Queen.
Sorry, I keep calling you angels, Malkia, and you're queens.
Malkia, it's Queen, yes. So at Malkia we have 4 pillars. Like when we were brainstorming and coming up with our brand, we came up with 4 pillars. The first one being nutrition education, like nutrition consultancy, meal plans, diet plans, personalized care, what else? All the things that pertain to nutrition, post-surgery care, infant feeding, early childhood care, and all that. So all that we put it under nutrition education. Then we realized that when we talk to these clients and they have little to no motivation to change their lifestyles, we keep losing them. So we came up with we brought on okay not we brought on board, we decided to have a mental health specialist or a psychologist who will talk to the client. So this is the initial consultation. Once I do my consultation, our co-director is called Mercy. She also does her own consultation to find out what are the motivations of this person. Are they going to stick to the regime? Are they going to drop after 2 weeks, or will they see it through to maybe say 4 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever I've prescribed? And she also does her own evaluation of the mental state of this person. Why are they
Yeah,
trying to lose weight? Is it they are being bullied? Is it they are being harassed at work? Is it that they have low self-esteem? She finds all those things out. Then she also
yeah.
has her recommendations and prescriptions. Then we realized, just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. So, sorry, we realized
It's fine.
you have advised this person, they are willing to change their diet as per what Mercy has seen, but where will they get this food that you are telling them that is free from pesticides, that is, well constituted, cooked, and all these things? So the fourth branch was organic farming, because this person needs to eat food that is grown properly from farm to fork. You remember farm to fork? So we realized we need this person to eat the right and in the right way. Then after that, now we realized we need a way to tell more people, not just the clients we are seeing, but the world over. So the
Yeah.
fourth pillar is information systems, and that is handled by the data scientists. So we are three co-directors, each with their own, uh, avenue, and each of these pillars or branches has so many things to do by themselves. So that's why we keep taking interns. So one intern might be for the data scientist, one for the Mercy, the other co-director, so that they are not overworked or overloaded with tasks, because all of these avenues or all of these things by itself, it's so broad. If you take nutrition consultation by itself, if you take mental health, so we need a work, what do you call it? We need staff or personnel to work with to achieve everything that Malkia stands for. Yeah.
So what would you say is unique to Malkia, and which is what I call, what is your unique and your beautiful? What is it that sets you apart, and the thing that makes someone want
Stand
to
out.
come to Malkia and nowhere else?
All right. So our unique selling point is that we offer individualized consultation. We don't have a
All size
fit
fits
all
all.
and a model.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a all size fits all. We individualize it to you. And then we also go beyond, as I explained, we go beyond giving you a meal plan to go and follow. We do very, very intense follow up, and also we bring in the mental health specialist because motivations and diet and habit forming is not my specialty, you
Yeah.
see. But for Mercy, she knows how to prompt you, how to check on your progress in a way that you won't lie that you followed the meal plan and you didn't. So we offer a full package that is very individualized to each client that we see, and we do intense follow-up to make sure at least the client hits the 6 weeks mark, and they are now on their way to achieving their health goals. I would also say our location is ideal at Westlands, and yeah, many people find it easy to locate us and to come to our offices.
Okay. So what would you say
Yeah.
is your mission and your vision? And what is your main goal when you started something you had in mind, and what are you in with all these activities you're doing? Because there's your why. What is your driving why?
So my why for my Kia, like way back then, was that we can help households or enable households to live an active and healthy lifestyle. When I say household, we target people from around 25 years to 45 years. It's not like we don't talk to kids or to older people, but you have to have a target group. So our target
Yeah.
group is 25 to 45 middle income earners. Let me explain why all that. One, this 25 to 45 is person who probably has a household. They have kids, or they have a household. They are not living alone. We assumed, this is an assumption, that this client has children and this client has parents. So if they have children, they will affect their child's well-being. And if they have parents, they will also influence whatever their parents are doing or eating and the kind of lifestyle they are living. So we found this to be ideal. If I reach you, Karen, I'm assuming you have kids. So if I educate you, you will change your kids' dietary habits. If I educate you, you will change your parents' dietary habits, because you will tell them, oh, I learned about this and this and this. I learned about this product. I learned about this, doing things this way, and I would like you to try it. Yeah. Also, something I forgot, we have a range of products. Once we started organic farming, we realized now these things have to be put out in the market. So we have a
Market.
range
Yeah.
of dietary products from chia seeds, baobab, fenugreek, fennel, all those things. So, but this is also an aspect that, so when I said organic is broad, it's now we realized we can't grow all these things by ourselves. We
Yeah.
have to aggregate from other organic farmers. So from that, we formed the organic farmers markets. So we have one in Kikuyu, we have one in Karen. So now we have a place for clients